I'm Elle, and I cannot come up with a tagline.
And I am the Susman, Rick Susman, and you are watching the Read Pile.
Alright, it's the week of June 25th, and here's some comic book news you can use.
Do we?
Actually,
Well, I mean, there was the Star Wars thing.
No.
You don't want to?
Oh, you want to hear me rant for like 20 minutes?
No? But I have an idea.
Ah.
Why don't we just jump right to some reviews? We've got a lot of comics to review.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Big read pile.
Ooh.
Big read pile.
Well, not mine.
Let's do some reviews.
Good day, all! And I have comics to review. So I'm going to start with the worst piece of crap known to man. Stop rolling your eyes, Rick! Batman Meets Green Hornet.
Batman 66 Meets Green Hornet. Announce the title properly.
I think we can tell from the cover here that it's what it is. So I bought it and I didn't realize that it was Kevin Smith. And if you've seen any episodes, you know I have a very unhealthy hate for this man. I almost instantly threw it into the trash. But you know what? My love for Adam West was a little greater. So I was thinking, you know what? I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna hear his voice in my head and it's gonna be cool. And it didn't work. Because Kevin Smith's writing is terrible and it just overwhelmed the entire time. And the fact that there was one spot in the book that really upset me, and that told me that Kevin Smith cannot write Batman even in a comical way. And Batman, or I should say it was Bruce Wayne at the time, got pissed off, like really angry when somebody made fun of his cape. Batman, he can't get that angry over something stupid like that. So that's not Batman, it's not Bruce Wayne, and yes, I'm getting picky here, but this is part of my unhealthy hate for Kevin Smith, and anything that he touches, I can't stand. So I'm not gonna read any more of it. And I did, and it was a horrific time. But don't worry about me, I'll get over, I will survive. Okay, but to move on, there is somebody that knows how to write Batman. Scott Snyder! You are amazing. Now, I will be completely honest though, I love his writing, it's always awesome, but this issue seemed a little slow. I mean, it was amazing, yeah, we kind of moved along in the whole storyline with the Riddler and everything. We had to get through some stuff so we can eventually get to the conclusion. But it felt like it was dragged on. But hey, you know, it was still enjoyable. It's obviously leading up to a really big conclusion. I'm going to continue reading no matter what. You can't stop me. Scott Snyder, you are an addiction. Thank you. But my pick of the week, don't make fun of me, okay? Emily and Stranger.
Hipster!
I'm not a hipster!
Hipster!
In fact, okay, calm down everybody. Like the first half of this book, I'm telling you, like I think it was like at this point, like more than half of the book, it was just going on and on about some storyline, about them signing a contract with a recording studio, and I was like, oh my god, these damn hipsters are gonna love this stuff and they're just gonna think it's amazing.
You loved it, you might be a hipster.
Jesus. And there's a terrible echo in here. I think we need to spray or something. I don't know. Anyway. So, let me get back to it. Rude, being interrupted like that. Jeez. Can't believe anybody would do that to somebody. But, yeah, so, it was definitely hipster style, okay? I get it. But then, she starts talking to her cats. And she finds these stray cats, and she's like, oh my god, we gotta help these stray cats. I was like, I like this chick. I like her. She likes cats. Why not? And then, you know, the story picks up, and the whole contract thing was just a decoy. And there's actually something going on. And then she's got this troop of cats, these 3 black cats that do things for her. And I got really jealous, and it's gonna make me read. And it's only in 3 parts, so for this particular storyline, I mean, Emily the Strange is all over the place with different books and everything. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna continue reading it if I get to see these 3 black cats do her bidding. So that's cool, and I'm gonna be jealous, and one day I shall be that person. Maybe. But in the end, it is my pick of the week. But let's move on and let's see what Ric's got today.
Thank you, Elle, for those poignant and interesting reviews.
Whatever.
2 weeks. I went 2 weeks without interruption. It was nice. I have my read pile. What? You done? Hey. I have my read pile this week, and as normal, it is substantial. So we have a lot to discuss, so let's get right to it. First, I want to offer a Ric buttle, real quick, fast even. I read Batman as well, and you know what? It wasn't slow, it was awesome. I loved it. It was fabulous.
Whatever.
Yeah, well.
I'm real with my reviews.
Neither of you can talk to me about this. Good. There we go. Let's move on. Sit down. Let's move on. You too. Let's move on. I also read a number of other books this week. Sex number 14. Poof. Oh, wait, hang on. Poof. Sex number 14. Joe Casey done it again. This is just like Sex Criminals. It is a book about for people who are grown-ups. If you want to read a story that, yes, it will pertain to sex and it will pertain to drugs and rock and roll and all that other stuff, but you want to read it in a mature, honest to goodness, well-written fashion, you need to be reading Sex. It was a very good issue, and it moved the story along quite substantially. I was really impressed with it. The Alpha Brothers have a full intro in this issue, and they go from being just sort of some random couple of dudes who may or may not be into each other. Well, they're really into each other, but may or may not be into anything else, into full-fledged villainous badasses. And this is a fantastic issue. Really, really, really good stuff. I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing with Sex. Ba-dum-bum. Next on the agenda, Chew number 42. Push that over to there. Chew 42 by our good friends John and Rob. I'm going by first name basis because I talk to them on Twitter quite regularly, and they are nice guys. This is another fantastic issue. If you are not reading the Chew series, like, say, I don't know, if somebody bought you the first 2 Omnivore editions just so that you could catch up and then you never bothered reading them, there's something significantly wrong with you.
Whoa!
It is a really awesome book, and Image Comics in general is pumping out some amazing stuff, but Chew specifically has been one of my favorites. I know for a fact that you can go to just about any comic book store worth its salt out there and get the first issue for $1. Check it out. For $1, it's one of the best deals you'll ever find. And then all the trades are available, the hardcovers, everything. It's 42 issues in, and every issue has been hilarious. And one of these days, I'm going to get my own El Pollo. Hopefully it'll be right here in my hands, and Pollo will fight for me. The chicken of the South. Moving along, we have next Dan Slotts and Humberto Ramos. Yeah, no? Ramos? Was it Humberto Ramos? You know, this is why I don't do names, because I never get them right. But Dan Slott, that's an easy one, and I got it. Dan Slott and Ramos's Amazing Spider-Man number 3. Number 3 in this storyline, not number 5, not number 6, not number 1.8 or anything like that, just issue 3. We're getting more introduction of Silk, we're getting more into the Electro storyline, and more importantly, we are seeing that the ramifications of what Doc Ock did as Peter. This is a story that is a continual storyline. I cannot thank Dan Slott enough for making a book that doesn't end. many times in comic books, I'm in the shop, I'm talking to people, I'm hanging out at my store that I like to frequent, and I hear people saying, you know, I got out of comics because, you know, they do a big story and then it would end and then nothing ever changed. Well, Dan Slott is trying to fix that. He has this amazing story that started in Amazing Spider-Man number 600 or thereabouts, ran through issue 700, ran through all 32 issues of Superior Spider-Man, and now is continuing in Amazing Spider-Man number 3. I don't know how else to sell this to you. Are you a fan of Spider-Man? Are you a fan of awesome writing? Are you a fan of cool artwork? Why are you not reading this book? Get on it. Not my pick of the week, though, because it's time that we all admit that we haven't had a pick of the week like this before, and it's time we accept that, you know what, it might just be the best damn book out there. And that is, it's gonna get the double hand. I'm gonna have Jesse. Yeah, there it is. Right there. Poof. Saga 20. This book is finally starting to live up to its name. It is becoming a saga. Initially, we all thought this might have gone 20 issues or 25 or 24 or something like that. This is going to go on for a very, very long time, and I could not be happier. This book was phenomenal. It's, well, you know what? It's tragic, because you're watching the end of a marriage, possibly, while the rise of Hazel, the daughter. You're watching the creation of what will be the hero of her own book, and it's finally sinking in that this story is going to take a very long time to tell. It will, in fact, be a saga. So it narrowly edges out Amazing Spider-Man number 3 for my pick of the week. And that is my read pile.
Well, that's the read pile for this week. Who are we going to thank?
Oh, I think it's obvious who we're thanking this week. We are thanking Metrocon. Metroconventions.com. Get your tickets. Tampa's largest anime event, as we've been saying for the last couple of weeks. Is that how you want the graphic to show up?
I just like exploding. I know, it's getting old.
Oh, this is how you do it. This is how you do a firework graphic. You start low and you go.
But then it has to come down like a sparkle.
Okay, so that's okay. So Jesse, make sure it comes in. It comes in like this. But yes, Metrocon, if you aren't already aware, they are proud sponsors and we are proud partners of them, and they are partnering with nerdupmedia.com. Don't forget to go to nerdupmedia.com as well as metroconventions.com to check out all of our awesome stuffs and friends and stuffs and things and friends and stuffs and
we know
cats
people.
and boots and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. What happened?
I don't know, I like boots and cats though.
Boots and cats and boots and cats. Stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Eleanor Rockefeller.
And I am, of course, the Susmanovich, your favorite Susmanovich, Frederick Randall Susmanovich. You are watching Ye Olde Read Pile. Thank you for joining us in our parlor. Now, we did get a request from our most recent absconding into the world of publications. It was from a very nice gentleman wrestler, a professional gentleman wrestler by the name of Mr. Simon Gotch. He informed us that there was a periodical that we should have reviewed for our public. Eleanor, did you have a chance to review The Goon?
I did not. It is not for me.
Well, I did, and it was fabulous. Mr. Gotch, we salute you, and we thank you, and we let others know that they can find things like this at your local comic bookery. You can find them in upstanding places like a shopping plaza. Did you have anything else you wanted to contribute, Eleanor? Thank you for watching Ye Olde Read Pile. I am the Susmanovich, Frederick Randall Susmanovich. That has been Eleanor. Good day.